A very good day to all my listeners all across the globe. This is George Nathaniel for you. Thank you once again for listening to my podcast. Well, I have a very special podcast for today. It's dedicated to my mom and all super moms all across the globe. As we know, Mother's Day is coming on the 8th of May. So I said, let me dedicate a special podcast to her. And let me dedicate a podcast that I have actually gone to her and taken advice from her. We've all taken advice from our parents. We've all taken advice from our mothers, particularly, who are strong super women. So what is the topic of my podcast today? Well, the topic of my podcast today is so close yet so far. So yes, so close yet so far is a very special topic to me. It's a special topic in two ways. One, because I will be talking about the learnings that I have learned from my mother, something that she has taught me in life. And another reason, because my mother is so close to me, but yet so far away in heaven. So coming back to my topic, so close yet so far. Well, my mother always told me one thing in life, and that was very, very, very special. She said, learn to fight your own battles. Yes. So when I relate to this topic of mine, so close yet so far, let us understand, life has many ups and downs. Even the best has to go through the state. If you look at life, it has day and night. So similarly, we need to have our ups and downs. Life is tough for everyone. So never forget moments along time. I remember as a kid, my mother told me, if life is giving you a tough time, beat it. Beat it with all your best to stand firm and succeed. Well, that's something I never understood. But now, grown up, I've understood that we all have tough times and we need to put up our super best to beat those tough times and succeed over them. We need to build the confidence to face similar tougher challenges along time. Tough times and situations don't see day or night or moments. But what matters is how well prepared we are to deal with them. Moms are very strong personalities. We all know that. And a few things that my mom told me, I'll definitely be happy to share them with you. And I'm sure each one of our moms have told us something or taught us something across life. Well, if I would say the few things that she told me was, don't grumble, learn to face things. It is meant for you and it knows that you will succeed. Well, this is something I truly agree, because each one of us have our own unique problems. So those problems are actually meant for us. So we need to face them off and succeed. She said, grow up with situations. It's never be soft. It's never going to be soft or spare you. Strike before you are struck. Well, this is something I truly agree with her today. We need to grow up with situations, because situations are not going to be soft or spare us. So it's better that we strike before we get struck. The third thing she told me was, carry your weight well. Situations come similarly. So well, we all need to carry our weight and understand that each one of us comes with responsibilities. And carrying our weights will actually help us through the responsibilities. Whatever the results, it's a matter of time. Or in a matter of time, it's gone and forgotten. Don't be the version to laugh upon. Rather, be the version to cherish the win. Well, this is something that I paid a lot of attention to. She said, don't be the version to laugh upon. Rather, be the version to cherish. So this is something that we all need to learn. That yes, situations come. It comes for each one of us. But don't be a version where people will look back and say, okay, you were the culprit, and laugh upon you. Be the version that say, yes, you were the hero. And this is the reason why you overcame it, because of yourself. You cannot avoid situations, she told me. Even behind closed doors or in any remote location, they always find a way. So be prepared to be a winner across any situations. Very valuable things that she told me. So when I relate to this, or when we relate to this in our personal lives, our professional lives, when we relate to this in all our wellness, or how we can contribute to life, what could be the key takeaways that we are looking at? Well, the few key takeaways that I would say is identify with one strength and build on weakness. So we all have our strengths and we also have our weaknesses. So as we build on our strength, we need to build on our weaknesses as well. The next thing that we need to understand is each one of us could be a leader for someone. So it's very, very important to leave an impression on situations because you just don't know who's following you. The next thing that we need to understand, the next key takeaway I would say is very important. As we grow up, or as we grow up the ladder in life, we need to be prepared to face of tougher times. We need to be prepared to travel over tougher roads. We need to be prepared to climb higher obstacles. And we need to be prepared to survive over any challenges and succeed. So when I relate to my mom's word, which I said in the beginning, she said, learn to fight your own battles. So when each one of us relate to our own personal lives, when each one of us relates to our own professional lives, when each one of us relates to our own personal goals, what we need to do is we need to identify ourselves as an individual. We need to identify how we can grow our own wellness over our strengths and over our weaknesses. What we need to understand that we as an individual, or you as an individual, or me as an individual, we have our own values and we need to build over our values. We need to contribute over our values. We need to make sure that yes, we grow in life. We need to make sure that our contribution matters all across life. We need to make sure that as an individual, we are valued all across life. So, as we prepare for Mother's Day, I hope you like listening to this podcast, this particular topic, so close yet so far, which a mother has told me all along life. So close is every time we achieve, every time we accomplish, every time we excel over something, we get close. But yet we are still far away from our eventual goals because our goals are always ongoing. So listeners, as we sit down and make a note of our own selves, we make a note of our strengths and weaknesses. I wish each one of you all wellness. My topic is very generic because each one of us have different situations, each one of us have different goals. So I wish you all the best in everything that you do. Progress, be a contributor, and of course, let's make happier lives. This is George Nathaniel. My podcast is available across all platforms. I have my own blog site which is called georgenathaniel.net. Come and listen to my podcast across every platform, or come to my blog site, read over it, put in a request, and I'll be more than happy to come back and of course talk about your particular topic. I wish all mothers all across the globe a very happy Mother's Day, and I wish my mother in heaven a very happy Mother's Day as well. Thank you so much, and let us celebrate Mother's Day in the most beautiful manner with our parents. Thank you so much. This is George Nathaniel.